Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. If this is your first time here, my name is Laura and I'm from babycurltarot.com. Keep in mind this message is for any Scorpio placement you want to check in on, including any planet or astrological house that may be in Scorpio. Whatever it is, you're welcome here. We're going to go ahead and get into it. If you do happen to see the message after the last week of August and that transition into September 2022, it's okay. It just means you were meant to hear the message at a later time. All right, spiritual team, what is the overall energy for the next 7 days for my Scorpios? What is the overall energy for the next 7 days for my Scorpios? Okay, let's see. All right, Scorpios, we have the tomato, love. Okay. All right, what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the banana, duality. Interesting. This could be a real interesting message for you guys. I heard duality in terms of maybe gender roles for some of you guys in your relationships, or the ability to switch roles in general in your relationships. One person may be the supporter, one person may be, you know, the one in need, vice versa. And you can accept both roles equally and without, you know, feeling guilty or like you are taking on someone's burden. This feels like a very flexible love relationship. It doesn't have to be necessarily romantic, could be platonic, familial, whatever. Let's get into the tarot and see what you guys need to know though. Spiritual team, what messages do you have for my Scorpios for the next 7 days? What messages do you have for my Scorpios for the next 7 days? What messages do you have for my Scorpios for the next 7 days? Okay. All right, what do we have? 2 of Wands. Excuse me. 7 of Swords reversed. Lovers reversed. 5 of Swords reversed. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Okay. All right, let's see what's at the bottom here. We have the 6 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands reversed, King of Cups reversed, and the King of Pentacles reversed. Wow, okay. Huh. Excuse me. Very interesting. We have 3 people here. Now keep in mind the kings and the knights, they don't have to be men, they don't have to be women. They could be any of those things. They could be non-binary, so gender is not specific in the tarot, but I do see 3 very specific people, 2 of which may be a little older, more mature. They could be anywhere from their, let's see, they could be in their like late 40s, early 50s with the kings. The Knight of Wands could be someone in their late 20s to early 30s. Okay, take what resonates, but we have, let's see, we have Wands, so fire with the Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the King of Cups, and then Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. So we have 2 equals, and then we have a younger energy here. The 6 of Pentacles is very odd too, because it talks about assistance, guidance, equal give and take. But with all these energies in the reverse, I'm not sure how that plays into it. Scorpios, I don't know if you're dating 3 people in general, or if you are like in need of some help or guidance or assistance or teamwork, and you have like 3 people that are all kind of moving towards you with their own kind of selfish intentions behind it. But this feels really strange to have this be the only card upright and all these other people are in the reverse. It's like, on the one hand, you recognize that you need something that is balanced, fair, and genuinely helpful, but then you have these 3 people coming towards you and it's like they're not the right fit. You guys may have to really keep a sharp eye out for these people that are coming towards you. I don't know if they're going to be coming towards you for in the next 7 days. They might, but it just feels like none of these are really good fits for what it is that you need or are looking for right now. And I would hope, my Scorpios, that you're able to see kind of through whatever it is that they are giving you. I mean, the Knight of Wands in reverse is going to be probably the easiest one to see. They're young, they're eager, you know, they want to, how can I even put that? They want to prove to you that they can be successful or that they can get the job done. They're very aggressive, they're loud, they're a little forceful, maybe even because they're in the reverse. For a lot of you, this may be business too. So keep that in mind if you're working with people who end up displaying some of these qualities. But the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles are going to be a little bit trickier to see because they have a lot of experience. They're not the type of people to rush into things either. The King of Cups in particular is going to be extremely emotionally manipulative. They're going to try and get you that way. They're going to try and manipulate your emotions. Okay. I also associate the King of Cups with divide and conquer. That came up in another reading recently, and ever since then I've seen this King of Cups as like the divide and conquer type, right? So they could try and come in between you and another person that maybe you're close with. Whatever it is, though, they're really going to try and mess with your heart. The King of Pentacles in reverse. This person is definitely out for their own gains, financially speaking, okay, or physically speaking. If this is dating, this person could be out just for the sex, okay? And they may have a lot of experience with getting just the sex out of people. Okay, so they may be another sneaky one to watch out for. If this is in business, this person is looking to get as much profit out of the situation as possible, and they don't have your best interests in mind. Okay, so again, whether this is dating or whether this is in business, watch out for these three energies that come through. I don't know if this is also a representation of maybe aspects of yourself, but definitely something to consider. It's going to resonate differently for everybody. And the thing with the cards that come up under the deck, these are things we don't see coming yet. So again, if this hasn't happened yet, keep an eye out for those types of energies or energies within yourself. Now, what I really like about these cards up here is, first of all, this Two of Wands. Yes, it's the only card in the upright, but at least it tells me that you're making a decision to get started on something. So for some of you, this could be dating, this could be business. Take what resonates. It feels like for a lot of you, you have been in a space where you are, well, with the Lovers card, it feels like you've been putting off a decision for a very, very long time. And finally, it feels like it's time for you to move forward and really start putting your energy into whatever it is that you want to achieve here. Again, whether it's love, finances, or any other area of life, okay? So some of you may have felt a little stuck as well, uncertain, okay? Especially with the Five of Swords here and the energy that I saw underneath. You guys could be really worried about people trying to take advantage of you or pull one over on you, or losing out on some opportunity by making the wrong choices or moves. The Seven of Swords in reverse is also telling me, again, it's like you want to just kind of keep things to yourself as much as possible. You're almost scared to share what it is that you have with this world because you don't want people to, again, take advantage of you or, I don't know, not fall in love with what it is that you do or you provide for this world. I think for you guys, a lot of what it is that you need in order to move forward and start actually taking action here is being upfront and honest with yourself about these fears that you have and why it is that you've been putting this off for so long and why it is that you're scared of this. Are these past energies? These could be past energies as well. Some of these Kings in the Night could be past energies that you're worried about. Maybe, again, these are aspects of yourself, but overall what I'm getting here is that you just need to love yourself enough to make a decision and push forward. Also, just because something wasn't a good fit in the past doesn't mean you can't find a good fit in the future, whether that's romantic or business related. Some of you may have realized something about a past connection as well that, really kind of took you by surprise. Honestly, I don't think a lot of you expected to be involved in something or with someone that would pull one over on you the way that they did. Usually my Scorpios are very intuitive, so you can usually see things coming a mile away, but for some of you, this person really got in your head and really did a number on you. So I think for a lot of you, your biggest thing is you're doing your best to make sure that you don't make the same mistakes again. Another thing I'm seeing is a lot of you have the capability of being this really sneaky or petty person, but you also realize that that's not going to get you what you want in terms of a connection. So for a lot of you, it's learning how to kind of take your guard down a little bit and protect yourself before you get hurt by, energies that remind you of things and people from the past. But it's also knowing when these types of energies are actually useful. So for some of you, again, I think that these things could potentially be good in business, especially if you're trying to keep certain information from people before, things are ready. So that way, maybe they don't steal your ideas. Or knowing when to go to bat and have a negotiation with someone and really make sure that you kind of pin them into the corner that you want them to so that they can give you what it is that you need. Okay. And again, I'm not saying that you're doing these things with like ill intent, but negotiations, especially in business and working in business, can be a very cutthroat thing. So if you don't know how to move like those that have ill intent, you can end up getting swept away and getting taken advantage of or kicked out of the race before you even really get started, right? So it's not that these things are done with ill intent, but they're more so done to protect you and your interests, right? So having that intelligence and wherewithal to protect your intellectual property or whatever it is really important to have. And I think you guys may be finding the balance in that in all areas, if not love and business in particular for some of you guys. I hope that's making sense. Sometimes I don't really communicate what I'm seeing and hearing in my head that well, so I hope that came together understandably. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Oracle deck section of the reading. Keep in mind, Scorpios, whatever messages come from this deck could be related to what we've been talking about, could be completely unrelated. It's just additional things you need to know. All right, spiritual team, what final messages do you have for my Scorpios for the next 7 days? Hello. All right, let's take a look at the second half. Spiritual team, what final messages do you have for my Scorpios for the next 7 days? What final messages do you have for my Scorpios for the next 7 days? Here we go. All right. It's a small pull today from the Oracle deck, but let's take a look. So we have the fair man dealings a relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, so this could represent you. This could represent someone else that maybe you are working with, or someone that you may be meeting in the future. Okay, or maybe represent someone from the past that has you kind of hung up. And then we also have the carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Yeah, so a big learning process for you guys is what I'm feeling, learning how to navigate the knowledge that you have, the strategies that you have, and make them work for you without them being completely destructive to other people, right? Keeping that balance and those good intentions behind them, even if it's just for your own personal gains. Yeah, following that moral compass is super important, I feel, to a lot of you. So I think you guys will have no problem with figuring it out. I think it will also take some practice as well. Okay, so again, with the Two of Wands, it's like at least that first initial stage of getting started is going to be really important. And then, of course, we're all going to make mistakes, but we learn as we go. Let's take a look at the bottom of each of these piles. We have the key here, and it says successful outcome to your problems. There you go. Whatever it is that you're worried about or concerned about, I don't think you really, I can tell you not to be worried about it, but you might still be anyways. But I think you're overthinking and preparing yourself for an outcome that won't necessarily happen. All right, Scorpios. At the bottom of this half, we have the nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So yeah, so for those of you who are dating or, trying to find romance, this is something that you're really looking for, in the end. a secure and loving family. You want to make sure you're with the right partner that's going to nurture that type of environment, not just for you, but for, you know, any children that you may want to have if you want to have children, or just someone that connects and works well within your own family, your own established family, okay, and vice versa. Scorpios, that's what I'm seeing for you guys this week. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the reading. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. If you want to see more content from me, I am on Instagram, TikTok. I also have a blog. All that info is below in the description box, as is my website if you want to see more, if you want to schedule a personal reading with me, sorry. As always though, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!